everybody, and welcome to Celebration. I didn't think it was going to happen, especially not this evening, but it did, and here I am. I have watched the number go, and it is above 10,000. Hallelujah. Yes, I'm rolling a blunt. Yes. No, but I have something. But it's a different type of package. Thank you, Roy Quitter, Michaela, Sticky Chronic Buds, Michael, Anatomy of Cake, Frank Dank, Adrienne, Art Star, Third Martian, Soul. Thank you, Soul, very much. Live from Florida, yes. And who else? Gonna scroll up to the top as I always do. All right, maybe we'll grow. I don't know if I'll have 1.4K or 1,500 people. Maybe not, but yes, I had to come on in response to this. Live from the Sunshine State. Thank you guys so much. And who is new? Say something, post something. There's Marcus Piaskowski, Alina, and there's Tina Stamball. Thank you, Tina. Marie, play Misty for you. Salut, Mui Tube. Hey, Steve. Steve Seabode. What did you say? The Tulip Bowl neck massager. That thing actually works, and I did take it on the plane, and it was a lot better than just a neck cushion. But I wore it around as if, it was a part of me. I looked kind of like some kind of a high-tech human. Maybe I was like an android or something or other. Vanessa, thank you very much. Mockster Nation, Holy Ghosting. There's Joe Tomley. I have 10,000 subscribers. It only took a little over 2 years, really, actually. To come to think about it, I launched this channel with the help of Dan Bell in 2019. And here we are in 2021, and it was the winter, like February. So 6 plus 2 is 8, so a little more than that. So almost 3 years. And here I am, finally. I don't know what was the big magic about 10,000. Thank you, Marie, but maybe you'll stick with it and you'll get there too. It isn't something that happens quickly unless you're a super, super talented person like a Dan Bell. Shaylee, Jimmy, Rick. Thank you so much. Were you guys talking in Discord or just chatting back and forth, texting? Thank you so much, Vanessa, another person who's been around since I put out my first crappy videos. You just watch, okay, that's good. It's a dangerous sport. Oh boy, just texting, yeah. Thank you, Tina, love you back. So it's been a thrill to watch this happen tonight. I saw that Dan had put a comment in, but I didn't realize that he actually put a link in the video. And then I just found out that apparently he's been bugging you guys over and over if you were watching his drive through Baltimore for the last 4 hours. Apparently he was hitting people over the head. Come on, please subscribe to Rick's channel. Joe, I thank you so much for the compliment. I do have a lot of work to do, and I have to admit that I could certainly produce a lot more in the video category. I do what I can, and I do my best at it with Cocktail Hour with Rick. But I was around, but YouTube unsubbed me a month ago from recommends was showing up. You know, at some point tonight, I was up to 8,878, 83, something like that. Really looking like I was going to hit 900 any minute. And all of a sudden, it dumped all the way down, and I lost 70 subscribers, 8,010 again. 810, I mean, 9,810. So it's like, what the hell happened there? Was it just some kind of a fluke that it gave me that many subscribers? To tell you the truth, Kendra, well, there you are. There we are talking to each other live. I've been texting with Kendra recently. You got to come back to join the live shows, and then we can hang out more. Yeah, I don't know how it all works. And apparently, the people who are really not anybody, they're just a computer bot. And I take them out. They're usually the ones trying to post a link for you all to go to a live video of somebody showing their hoo-hoo, or to go and join a site to cheat on your wife with another woman, all this good shit, all that great stuff. I cut that shit out as soon as I see it. Your dad said what? He would say he deserves it. Oh, that's right. Jimmy, your dad watches. That's great. Tell him I send my love, and he gets well soon. Same for your grandpa. Jimmy Rick is a really good fan. He's pretty regular. He's been around for a long time, and his family's had some tough times recently. Grandfather and father both hospitalized and both now in a rehab. Hello, Haley. Thank you very much. The Greater Bilby. Oh, I'm glad. And another one at a Goodwill store earlier. Thank you very much. Super Moon. I gave everybody a moon. Oh, well, thank you, Matty Ice. Thank you very much. We will definitely keep it up here. But I did a super moon on the, I think it was called Beaver Moon. So on Beaver Moon, I showed a big pile of my ass. Thank you, Apocalypse Jen. Yes, it finally happened. Hello there, Nancy. Santa Maria Latica. Oh, my. Chris Feltus. Hey, Rick, just tipped for production in your Another Odd Place by one an establishing shot of an exterior. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Thank you for pointing that out. The, the one Another Odd Place, I did give you some shots of stills, but when you arrive in the dark, it's kind of hard to give you a shot to show you the setting. When we were heading to that second night of shooting, I asked repeatedly, let's get there before it gets dark. Well, we didn't get there till dusk. So we're barely lucky to get any kind of shots without lots of light. You go with the flow is another thing when you're shooting. You just have to, if something doesn't go the way you planned, you go with it. Try to get something out of it. I'm getting a little bit of wind through my freshly cut hair. That's why it's so easily squirreling up. Frank, you go for it. I hope it's dank and as dank can be. Yes. You got the bong over there at Anatomy of Cake. Oh, and thank you, Third Martian, for my compliment on my ass cheeks. I wondered how many people would actually say anything nice about my ass. The moon rocks for this occasion, excellent. Oh, wow. Well, I don't have to keep thinking I may hit 10,000 by the end of the year. Wow. I didn't buy the heels. Oh my God. Does anybody remember I hurt my knee back in the beginning of October and it still hurts? So Dan has me walking in high heels with a bad knee. So I tried to do a little bit for, to be a good sport. And then at one point, I felt the knee going and got right off of them. Akira, thank you so much. J Crest 23, thank you. Stevens Park, thank you very much. Catalot. Protein Waterfall. Seriously, Protein Waterfall. So when you stand upright and you shoot your shot, it's like a waterfall of protein. Very creative. I never thought of that. I only thought of Jism Trail and Milk of Magnesia. But, maybe I should ask you to let me know if I could use that very clever use of literature. Of course, my email is rick.adr@aol.com. I don't have someone typing for me. The trophy is not ready, but I think I do have a winner. I was talking with Dan. The person briefly connected with me. I hope they got the clue to send me an email to rick.adr@aol.com so that we can communicate, so I can make arrangements, maybe do some kind of a live with him. Maybe we could record a FaceTime or a Google Duo or something like that. Thank you, Sol Cecita. Sol is her name, from Mexico, near the border with Texas, down in the southwestern corner, I guess, of Texas. And Protein Waterfall, welcome. I'm hoping that all of you will possibly be visiting me on Tuesdays or Fridays during the cocktail hours with Rick. My wife and I host. They're very pleasant. Sometimes they're very funny. Sometimes they're just a little funny. But it's a hangout of sorts that has developed over the time of the pandemic and shutdown. And now we're long past a year and a half in. And it's no way it's stopping, folks. It's going to continue to go. So hop on, check out an episode. You might find that you really enjoy it. And you'll have fun with the crowd chatting with you as well, because it's very active chatting going on. People have a good time ribbing each other. The drum circle, yes, we're going to do a celebratory drum circle, Candace. That's an excellent idea. I was cleaning litter box as part of my birthday duties today. Oh, sexy chibi. Was it your birthday today too? Or was it just because of someone else's birthday? Because I'm always ready to sing happy birthday to anybody. That's another odd thing I do. Who is this? Zachary Pyle. Thank you very much. I am glad that you're entertained by my Rick Serra productions, and they will continue. I have I need to get out and shoot, and then I need to start to edit and put out some stuff from all of the accumulated video I have. And There's a family, Zachary, in my town of Baltimore. The last name is Pyle, spelled the same way. Um, in fact, Mr. Pyle was a member of a social service club, the Optimists of Hamilton, unfortunately no longer with us now. And Mr. Pyle was a member of that club. Owned Pyle Fence Company on Harford Road in Lower Hamilton. One happy family, we're like Aruba here. Oh, ADR is, and without a doubt, coming back. We just don't know if we'll get to go all the way to Las Vegas, but we are going to start. And you know where we're going to start? We're going to start where it began, where Will Krapinski and Dan stopped one night while they were doing a tour around the country, shooting all over. And a lot of that is in YouTube and some of it's in Patreon. But that is where the whole idea, the origination of the idea to do Dirty Motels as a series, good old Will and Dan at this motel in South Carolina. So we're doing South Carolina to start. Probably find at least 3 total motels, the one original plus 2 more. And then we're moving on. The first step would be to go out to Las Vegas, Nevada. And also we would go out to Reno, Nevada. But then we're also going to stop at a couple of places that may be a little haunted, like maybe Virginia City is one place we're thinking of going. And doing some paranormal fiddling around. And anybody who's watched any of my Another Odd Place videos, you will find quickly the reality is I whisper to the ghosts. There's almost never a time using a ghost box or just recording and then playing back what was caught that I am not called out by the spirits. I guess they like me. Hey, Bud's Red Hots, how are you? Yeah, I am here because, Bud, I passed 10,000 subscribers tonight, Bud. We passed 10,000 subscribers. We got a bunch of people watching Dan Bell Live, and then we got people also who picked up a link off of the video of Shopping with Rick at Savers on Joppa Road at Herring Parkway in, I guess you'd still call that Parkville, Maryland. Good place. Had a lot of potential things to riff off of. I still have not watched the full version myself. I wanted to watch it with some others because I love to experience what other people are getting out of the video and see how that is done its job. As it really entertained? So I didn't get to do that. So it's been a long time coming. I'm glad that I can say that I have 10,000 subscribers and I'm moving on. It doesn't really provide you with anything concrete, Stephen Park or Stephen Park. It shows you that, hey, you're interested in that? Your family is in Pittsburgh, but scattered all over. Well, I would try to help if I could. So write an email to me, and I don't know if I'll have any luck with the local family other than calling the Powell Fence Company and finding out what member of the family has been carrying it on, because Mr. Powell passed. He probably was, well, if he was alive now, he'd probably be around 100 years old. do a giveaway. Mark Tiffany. On to 15,000. But let me tell you this. Every person who watches Cocktail Hour with Rick for their first time watching us live and lets us know, we invite you to send us an email to let us know you were watching that episode, and we send you a free gift. So anybody who's new would like a free gift from us, come watch Cocktail Hour with Rick and let us know you're new, and you will get a gift. Okay? Yeah, first timers, I'm sorry. If you go to rickserrastar.com, you'll see where the gifts come from. We sell not expensive merchandise. I'm not selling people $100 jackets and $60 long sleeve sweatshirts and $45 t-shirts. No, we don't do that. We're not about that. What I would rather see is 1,000, 10,000 people buy a couple items and I make $1 or $2 profit each sale than to sell a lot, or not nearly as many probably because of pricing. But the bottom line is I'm not trying to get profits out of you for merchandise. I'm not begging you to throw me money for super chat. It's not my way. If you want, you give. If you want to buy, rickserrastar.com is the website. www.rickserrastar, rickserrastar.com. And you do what you want. Rick Serra baubles for Christmas is a possibility. I have several t-shirts that I want to add to the selection of the two we already have. No problem about caps. It's called cap lock, right? Caps lock gets in your way. Next thing you know, you're typing capitals. I don't take the size of the text literally. It's the size of the schlong or the duodenum, the diameter of the anus or the vagina. These are the things that count. Not whether you're using upper text or lowercase text, I mean. Do I have dandruff? Holy shit, I better get Head and Shoulders. I didn't know. Well, girth, yes, that's another way to put it, girth. Girth is better. If you don't have girth, then you don't have anything to start with. Now, if after girth you have length and girth, then you're going to have somebody very happy. Daddy's thing is hard again. Oh my gosh. Are people here also on Patreon? Any of the new people join Patreon, subscribe to at least $5 a month and get access to all the Dan Bell madness? Yeah, we're not angels on the podcast, as you can tell. You know, I was working on a design, it never got off the ground. I could always copy the original that someone created and sent to Dan, and Dan gave it to me, that has been copied. Other people have copied that original and are selling it. So there, if you would look for the t-shirt, Bring Back Asbestos, just type it t-shirt. You can buy one from somebody. I mean, I'm not trying to dissuade you from looking at the rickserrastar.com, but if you would like the Bring Back Asbestos t-shirt, it's available from other people. Um, Actually, Jimmy Rick, you shouldn't have to ask. I have just crowned Jimmy Rick a new moderator. Now use this power with a balance. Make sure you represent the scales of justice. If a person is just having fun, let them speak. When they start to insult, use politic, any kind of politicking, we say none of that. Then you can delete what they say. If they are really bad, then you time them out. And if they're really, really bad, we might have to think about banning them. We hope not. We hope never to ban. We hope we can always encourage good behavior. Because when you're with Rick Serra, it's a safe space. I don't want a bunch of nasty argument going back and forth over a bunch of shit that none of us control. That's what politics is. Get you all upset so you get mad at the people who have the opposite opinion, and then we're bothering with fighting each other while the fuckers who control us all get all the money and watch and laugh at us. That's politics, okay? That was a little quick lesson from the old boomer Rick. Save yourself a lot of loss of life. Turn off whatever the cable channel is. Whatever it's left, right, in between, I don't care. Turn that fucker off. Go out for a walk. Okay? That's what you need to do. Because all this shit does is get your blood pressure up, makes you sick. It makes you to be a person you don't even want to be. Because you're so caught up in the negativity. You become negative. Do a lot better for yourself. Drink 8 glasses of water a day. Get out and get some fresh air. Take nice walks. Try to take at least 3 or 4 20-minute walks a week minimum. Get some sun. Meditate. That's excellent. Learn how to meditate. Have a nice balanced fiber diet so you don't have to suffer sitting on the john trying to get out another semi-impacted turd. Yes, I said that, Bo. Don't be upset. Hi, JT. We passed 10,000, JT. Isn't that great? Scott Bagley. Good to see you, man. I'm doing great, man. We passed 10,000 subscribers. Yes, we did. Hello, Jensel Rita. ADRs. People who like to watch them religiously and just keep watching them over and over again. Take a bow. You are tremendous. Isn't this so good? Basking in positivity. Actually, Michaela, yes, we do have a post office box. If you'll just send an email to rick.adr@aol.com, I'll reply with the information. Thank you very much. Well, that complex economics from on your Jack Jones, yeah, right. Whatever, I know that here's the way it goes. We make money, the government takes it from us. We're left with most of it as a percentage. but they take a good chunk of it. And they're supposed to give us certain services, such as protecting us. That's what they say, that they're going to protect us. So why sometimes when they say us, it isn't all of us? It's only some of us instead of all of us? If you said it's going to protect us, I thought you meant all of us, because we're all important. Every color, shape, race, gender, or gender that you feel comfortable that that's what you should be in your mind, in your heart. Why not take care of all of us? The old people who need care. Some are in institutions. Be nice if they got care there. If you work in such an institution and you don't do your really best effort to take care of them, change or resign. We don't need a half-assed caregiver taking care of the elderly and the sick and the old or infirm. We need people who care about people and do it because they love people. That's what we want. So if you're an asshole working in a care position, please resign tomorrow. Thank you. And thank you again for all the congratulations. It's funny. Yeah, I'm lucky I have learned a lot of things and I somehow can retain them. I'm 62 years old and I'm still not totally infirm. I can do a lot of things. I can even bathe myself still. But, you know, when I got done with the career and hung it up, and I didn't even renew my license the last time, I put it on the shelf. And I have 5 years to either bring it up off the shelf and bring up my training or leave it to bed. Well, when I retired, I didn't know what I wanted to do. You know, if you don't pick something, being retired and having no plan, no direction, leads you to an early death. I had to find something. So I'm only as young as I feel, and that is by doing what I do through YouTube. Getting to reach out to people like you guys, to get the feedback that you enjoy what I'm doing, you appreciate it, it makes you feel good. A lot of that I get from the Cocktail Hour with Rick, which really is not any kind of a video I'm creating. It's just a live stream. And people dig it. They dig it because there's too much negative in the world. It just is too much. And when you find some positive, you're attracted to it right away. I know I am. Because I want positivity around me. I want to live with people who care about others as they care about themselves, that they really do. And, you know, the more we can reach out and connect with each other, we can help to then maybe strengthen each other. So if in our little space in the world, we see somebody and we know they need to be reached out to, they need to be touched, we can do it. And now one of you do what I've been doing because you got some kind of inspiration, maybe helped you get the courage, and now you reach out and you help somebody, total stranger, but you can tell they need help. And after you've done that, and I'm not saying it's going to happen every time because you never know what a person's going to do, even if you offer love and compassion. But I tell you, most of the times I have, the result is so much better. You feel much more by giving. It's the truth. It just is. It's not money that makes you happy. It's being connected to other people or to the place where you live, the wildlife, the plant life, the aquatic life, the life. That's what everybody really needs to be reinvigorated regularly because life is hard. It'll knock you down, it'll slap you around. But if you keep getting a little more positive reinforcement, it gives you that much more strength to keep pushing through the daily grind and bullshit. A heathen curse. Is it your birthday? Is it, heathen? Is it your birthday? Yes? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, heathen curse. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, heathen. I think that you probably have a nicer name than heathen, but I'm glad I got to sing happy birthday to you. Megadeth Gigantor was created in a beaker just this year. It's big. It's dead. And then it's bigger, Gigantor. Megadeth Gigantor. I'm glad that you were created this year. He grew up fast. He ass raped me last week, but it was okay. We laughed afterwards. It was a little misunderstanding. I don't think he understood what I said. Uh, isn't that true, Megadeth? I told you to pass the cream, and you must have thought that meant injecting your thing into me and then giving me cream. I didn't even know you were excited sexually. Couldn't even tell. Who needs gusset help? Megadeth Gigantor. You are a needy Gigantor. Do you know that? Very needy. Yes, you remind me of a little old lady who is very dependent upon care. That's right. Moist gussets are coming out of my eyes. And it's very late. It's way past my bedtime. Darlene left me for the bed. She's asleep. Oh, 10,000. Thank you, Spencer. What the heck am I going to do with these 10,000 subscribers? Oh, my. The salty Rick. Well, I know one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you the Gomper School Part 2 under Another Odd Place. That place is a freak show. And I got into it this past summer after getting into it last winter. I have to tackle a place that's here in Florida. Rose Cemetery. It's up near Tarpon Springs. It's got a very interesting history. It was originally created mainly for African American folks, their own separate cemetery. And then there were a few exceptions that were allowed to have loved ones buried. A couple of Greek families were allowed. So are you familiar with Rose Cemetery in Tarpon Springs? There's a problem there, unfortunately. It's a lot of roadway noise and a lot of people with crotch rocket motorcycles that like to just go wee, 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 wee. And, you know, when you're trying to do some recording for EVPs or something, it's really hard with all that bullshit in the background. But I need to pull that together. I have actually got new footage when I went back this year in May. And also, my dog was affected. My dog was definitely affected by the vibe of this place. You can go there sometimes and nothing happens, because I've been there at least 8 times now. But other times you go there and there's something not right. We got an EVP. And it was so strange. It had, and this will be in there for sure. There was one spirit, and you heard her like calling out or crying. And then immediately after, 2 other voices. The first voice says, "We will find you." And right immediately after, "We will catch you." Doesn't that give you a little bit of a chill up your spine? It did to me. Oh my gosh. So that place is definitely off the hook. And it looks like I'm going to really try to focus on another odd place, because it is the most popular of all of my series. People somewhat enjoy ASMR. I'm not going to stop doing those. I have one coming up for the holidays. We're going to visit Homosassa Springs and the wildlife preserve at Homosassa Springs. So that'll be coming for Christmas time. Also Christmas time around here, you're going to be treated to a live drive-through of homes decorated for Christmas down here in Florida. And there's a lot of music playing, so of course it'll be demonetized for copyright strike. So it's pretty much just a thing for you all to enjoy. Of course, tips are appreciated, but it'll just be a little thing, just like we did for Thanksgiving. That's coming up this week. For Halloween, where we went trick-or-treating in reverse, right here in my little senior mobile home community. People who saw that felt really touched, and if you didn't catch it, it just was aired recently. It'll be under a live stream. Thank you. The podcasts are a tremendous enjoyment for both Dan and I. And whatever, Dan and I are really close. We sometimes bump heads and get to the point where we argue a little bit. And I'm a little more of the one who has started that up, because I'm a grouchy old bastard. But I think we really do have a good bond. He's a good guy. Hey, Ducky, Kimbra, thank you so much. Now, did somebody say or insinuate that Dan Bell's popped in here? I didn't see any comment from him. But I'm seeing people saying Dan, 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 Dan. Hey Dan, hey Dan, hey Dan. Well, there he is. Say hi to the hippo. Oh, up at Homosassa Springs. Oh, Dan, that sucker. As we were walking around that compound or that tank, whatever you want to call it, he cut loose a really nasty fart. And we very nearly got sprayed with liquid shit. I mean, it just missed us by some feet. Diane Erdogan, thank you very much. I appreciate that compliment a lot. Thank you. I love to be awesome. I'm as awesome as applesauce. Awesome sauce, awesome sauce. I actually thought that was the most stupid thing I ever heard when I first heard somebody say, oh, awesome sauce, awesome sauce. You don't like it? Bring back asbestos, not really? Hey, Todd Meredith, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Love you back. Otter, thank you so much. Very kind. I am awesome sauce. You've said it from time to time. I guess Andrea Artstar, she also has. Thank you, Otter, on the 10K. Thank you so much. Bring back asbestos. Now, I don't know who has heard what, but I really don't think we should bring back asbestos. In all honesty, it's a pretty horrible material. It'll kill you. Don't you know that? Yeah, I got some good likes here. I like likes. Likes are good for you. They make you smile. So I had a sad thing happen to me today. Dan knows. He's seen it for years. But after getting a haircut, I have a little area that is devoid of follicles. It's back here. It's a little line. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick. Bye, soul. Love you. But yes, a bald spot. The crown. I need to buy some topics. Thank you, Otter. At least I have what appears to be a full head of hair. But if you were looking back here, from the back, as Dan has in the past loved to show a close-up of my crowning head. No follicles. Yeah. Rogaine's on sale? Really, Megadeth? I didn't know. Buy a toupee. I'm just gonna get some scotch tape and pick up pubes off of the floor of a bathroom and then glue them on my head one at a time. I don't know how I'm going to find the spot, but I think I know what kind of glue to use. Au natural. Yes. The stuff that sticks together pages of a Playboy magazine. Yes, the same thing. That leaves a glistening appearance on the pillow when it dries. Yes, nature's glue. Perfectly good for hair cementation. Cementation, that's I meant cementing, but I made up a word. Who cares, right? Human glue. Well, people, I'm going to go another 10 minutes in about an hour. I have to cut it off because cementation, yes. I know Andrea Art Star, I don't know where I do these kind of things. It's because I was a little anoxic during birth. I had this thing called an umbilical cord that actually had wrapped around my neck. I came out a little blue. Doctor pulled me out. My head was not pushing with this. It was pushing with the back. I think I messed up my hair growth permanently with that. You love? Diane loves Seminent. Ah. If only I was single and you were my girlfriend. You would starve. Oh, come on, Rick. Doctor dropped you. I know, he did. He was actually practicing basketball. He got a pretty good dribble going with my brain. Yes, he thought he was a Harlem Globetrotter. That was very popular back in 1959 when I was born. Yes, the year, I think the Sputnik was launched that year. A lot of great jazz albums came out that year. Kind of Blue. Just look up jazz releases 1959. You'll be amazed. Coincidence? Not at all. It was because I entered the world and stimulated all of this great new music. I don't like it mixed when I'm down there. Like what mixed when you're down there? I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, you don't like pee with cum. Is that what you mean? You don't like it mixed. You don't like pee and semen. You like 100% semen without the pee. Am I right? Is that what you meant? Mixed? Oh, jazz and rock. Oh, I like it when it's mixed. Yeah, that's good. Jazz rock, or sometimes it's just called fusion. Yes. We lost a great guitarist this week. He was in a band called Brand X, whose original drummer was actually Phil Collins of Genesis. John Goodsall, only age 68, passed away unfortunately, due to pneumonia. So, that's it for Brand X, Hadley. And they were a band, like I said, that started up like in the mid 70s. Yeah, there was something in the air tonight. And it resulted in me hitting and exceeding 10,000 subs. So worry. Something's coming in the dark. Thoughts in the air. Congrats again. Thank you very much. just popped in to say congrats, Rick. Stephen Brace, thank you very much, man. That shopping thing is always fun. And thank you, KWL Gamer, for the sub. And Heathen Curse, I know you like the song. My pleasure singing for you. Oh, all the pine trees up? Oh, that sounds nice. Oh, you think it was marijuana? JT laughed till he cried. Let's smoke it. Smoke the trees. I actually always liked Christmas tree when the people who grow the kind bud and toil at it so diligently produced it at home with their grow lights. And that's the only kind bud I ever knew until I got turned on to medical cannabis. And then the world, whoa, wow, man, it opens up. I can't even... Oh, you can't stand the smell of weed? Bring back? Well, that's because I love it so much. Gary, Null and Void, thank you very much, man. Thank you. The ornaments of the tree are tasty. Yeah, they taste funny. They don't burn because they're made of asbestos. But I love the fresh smell of lavender. I get into my tub and pour in more lavender. Lavender. It's such a calming scent. I put it in my diaper wipes just so that I smell fresh when I have to clean up in the woods. But luckily, there are lots of evergreen trees so that if you do not have papier, you can always use some pine needles. Yes, pine needles, but pull them with the needle trailing. Don't push them in this way. Might be a little discomfort. You don't need that. You're welcome. Moist Becky. You're 98? I bet you're still moist. How lovely. Pesto mayo. At least the smell of weed doesn't make me sneeze and give me a headache like many floral scents. Oh, I hate those sickening scents.
Right.
My mother just came to the door and she looked at me and she went, Rick, I guess I'm a little loud, but I told you I was going to get off in a moment. I will be. But I've had a great time. Hi, Mom. She's often a guest on the Cocktail Hour with Rick show as well. Well, thank you all for hopping on and celebrating with me hitting 10,000. And yeah, probably too loud. That's what she thought. But that's trouble in a old folks mobile home park. Everybody goes to bed at 10. So by the time you get to the time we're at, they have to go pee. And then they hear you while they're walking to go pee. So I'm not moist, Kimber, but thank you. Thank you all for helping me to get to 10,000 and past. Now you all get yourselves settled down. It's time for Betty Bye. lullaby and good night. It's time to go to sleep. Unless it's morning and you just woke up, then you might as well do what you're supposed to do today. And Zachary Pyle, send me an email and I'll see if I can't maybe even get the Piles of Baltimore to reach out to the Piles of Pittsburgh, I think you said. Thank you, Carmen Shields, and everybody else. Sweet dreams and peace. Love you all. Thank you again for honoring me. And thank you, Diane, there at the end, throwing me another flower, basically. And thank you, Moist Becky and Soul, Third Martian and Megadeth and Otter and Marie, everybody, and Natalie Gatto. Peace. Have a nice Sunday.